Hello guys, today we will elaborating one of the very important topic of the zoology known as human health and disease. My name is Anand sir and today we will deal with the what is exactly mean by the health and what is exactly mean by the diseases. So this is the immense important topic and it will give a lot amount of the knowledge of the diseases. I always saying that this is the first steps toward the MBBS. So let's try to elaborate. This is the important and basic topic ever in the biology known as human health and diseases. So guys, what do you mean by the health and what do you mean by the diseases? Let's start to elaborate. So guys, what exactly mean by the health? When you talking about the health, it simply means absence of the disease. Health is the absence of disease. So you can simply say if a person is healthy, how you can say a person is healthy? The diseases is not present in his body. Okay, so what is exactly mean by the health? Absence of the disease. But this definition is surely restricted and this definition of the health is surely elaborated by one of the organization known as WHO. You may aware about the WHO during the corona pandemic. Am I correct? So who is what? Who is the World Health Organization? So the definition of the health is elaborated by the WHO, that is World Health Organization. So World Health Organization elaborated or explaining the definition of the health. So according to WHO, what is exactly mean according to the World Health Organization? What is exactly mean by the health? A wide definition belongs to that. The health is means what? It is a person, you can simply say a person is healthy. A person is healthy if he attain the complete social, physical, mental well-being. Complete social, physical, mental well-being. So you can simply say a person is healthy if he attain all the above criteria. But this definition surely elaborated on obviously the modern time. But previously, when the older scientists think about the health, they are simply saying that, for example, Hippocrates or Indian Ayurveda system, a person is healthy. How you can say the person is healthy? Because in the ancient time, the person is said to be healthy if he has a black bile or a humor. So obviously, this definition is surely restricted definition, and day by day, a person is said to be healthy. World Health Organization gives the explorer definition of the health. So guys, after that, how this health is affected? So NCERT or NEET belonging to this category that health is affected by three factors. Which are that three factors? The first factor is obviously the genetic disorder. Your health is affected by three factors. So you can simply say health is affected by three factors. Health is affected by three factors. Okay, so the first factor that why health is affected by with the help of one of the disease known as genetic disorder. So person health is affected by genetic disorder. You know that some genetic disorders such as Down syndrome, Turner syndrome, Klinefelter syndrome, these are the disorders that is transferred from generation to generation because obviously the chromosomes are affected, mitosis are affected. Some these disorders are present from the generation to generation. Hence, a person is said to be unhealthy. If some persons have a Down syndrome, how you can say he is the healthy person? Surely our health is obviously our health is disturbed by one of the disorder known as genetic disorder. Second important factor where your health is affected by the help of infection. Okay, so if a person with a bacterial infection, can we say he is the healthy or not? Surely he is not a healthy person. Okay, so the third factor is obviously our lifestyle. Guys, our day-to-day lifestyle surely decide the person is healthy or not. If a person, for example, if a person is in the dirtiest place, then obviously certain amount of the infection, that is bacterial infection, viral infection, is more susceptible to that of the type of infection. Surely the health is affected by these kind of the factors. Okay guys, so the genetic disorder, the infection, the lifestyle, surely these are the three factors that affect the health of an individual. So guys, in this chapter, what type of the health, which portion we are subject to the elaborating, guys, obviously with the help of diseases. Okay guys, so let's start. So guys, do you know that disease causing organism is called pathogen? Disease causing organism is called pathogen. So obviously in this chapter we are dealing with the pathogen. So beta, disease causing organism. So pathogen includes bacteria, viruses, protozoa, fungi, etc. Okay, so your health is affected by certain above factor. They are simply called as pathogen. You can simply elaborate what is exactly mean by the pathogen. Disease causing organism is called as pathogen. So this pathogen causes two type of disease, or you can simply say the disease are categorized into two type. Okay, so diseases are categorized into two type. You can classify the diseases into two types. Diseases are classified into two types. Okay, the first type of the disease is called as infectious disease. And the second type of the disease is called as non-infectious disease. Okay, so in this segment, we will deal with one of the infectious disease known as obviously the bacterial disease, and then we will take a one-to-one example of the disease, their mode of the transmission, how they can affect the human health, and the test. Okay, so the first bacterial infection, today we will elaborate the infectious disease. For example, the bacterial disease. Okay, so guys, one of the bacterial disease is one of, so today we will elaborate the bacterial disease, and one such example of the bacterial disease is obviously the typhoid. Okay, so typhoid is one of the infectious disease that is caused by the, do you know the mode of transmission? It is caused by the one of the bacteria known as Salmonella typhi. So typhoid is caused by the Salmonella typhi. So do you know how Salmonella typhi spread from infection to person to person? Because Salmonella typhi is an infectious bacteria that is transmitted by contaminated water and food. Transmitted by contaminated water and food. Okay. So major attack, Salmonella typhi majorly attack on our intestine beta. Okay, so intestine is the major target organ. So Salmonella typhi is spread via contaminated water and food. It causes to the infection to our intestine. So due to this infection, we can say intestinal perforation. Intestinal perforation. The second problematic is perforation, you can simply say. Then stomach pain, anemia. In worst cases, Salmonella typhi can cause bleeding in the stomach as well. Bleeding in stomach as well. So guys, how this Salmonella typhi? Obviously, this Salmonella typhi causes the high fever up to 38 to 39 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this is one of the very important causes or affliction of the Salmonella typhi. How you can obviously predict the Salmonella typhi if a person is infected with the Salmonella typhi? One of the tests is there known as Widal test. Okay, so this is the first bacterial disease ever in the human body. This is very dangerous disease, guys, and obviously to avoid this disease you have to use the pure water sources. You can easily boil this water, and even the food is properly cooked is one of the very important to avoid the Salmonella typhi. Do you know, guys, one of the lady known as Mary McLeod is also the you can simply say Typhoid Mary. She is famous according to this name because she is the zero patient and she is the carrier for the typhoid. So this is the brief introduction of the human health, obviously about the health, obviously about the diseases and the first bacterial disease known as Salmonella typhi. Hope you really enjoying this lecture, guys. If you really enjoy this lecture, you just like and share and subscribe as well. Thank you, guys.